Yep.
Hi, I'm Steve Clemons. I run the foreign policy programs at the New American Foundation in Washington, and we're here to do a special project for the Palestine-Note.com, which has just launched. We're here with Cherie Blair, founder of the Cherie Blair Foundation for Women, who's just signed a new agreement with an organization in Nablus, Palestine, called Tomorrow's Youth Organization. Can you tell us a little bit about what's happened here yesterday?
Well, together with the Masri family, who actually fund and run Tomorrow's Youth Organization, we're using a center which is already existing in Nablus. The Masri family first of all started working in Nablus with the children in the refugee camps, of which there are very many, of course, around there. And I went, having met them in Washington, to see the work they were doing there. When I went there, I met two different groups of people. The first group of people I met were the mothers of the children themselves, and these were women who didn't have a great deal of education and who previously had been able to contribute to their family, sometimes support their family by working in Israel in fairly low-level jobs. But now those jobs really were not available to them, and they really had nothing in order to contribute to their family. And when they saw me, they were saying, I don't care what it is, I just want to do something to help support my children and feed my children. And then I went along, and I also saw another group that Tomorrow's Youth were working with, which were the young adults, young girls who actually were at the university. And at the university, they were studying various things, including some of them were studying business skills. And they were coming to the end, and I was asking them what they're going to do next. And they said to me, well, the boys tend to go and work in other places in the Middle East, but we can't do that. And so one of them said to me, you know, I'm thinking of trying to improve my embroidery skills. And I thought, this is
a real tragedy.
This is a real tragedy that we've engaged these girls in education, we've given them education, and now suddenly...
And this is now where your foundation comes in.
So I started talking to the Masri family about it and Tomorrow's Youth, and together we thought, we have this building, we have these resources of these resourceful girls and these women, and we thought what we should do is try and help them. So my foundation actually is about empowering women to set up their own businesses, and we provide business training and also access to finance. So what we're doing is we're trying to train the women and the girls together in business skills, and we're hoping to encourage them from that to come up with joint projects which will actually both help the girls with the higher level skills, put those to use, but also help the women with the more traditional skills actually build some sort of business around those skills.
I mean, this is a very different image than most Americans, or I would say British or Europeans, have of a city in the West Bank, where you think about Fatah and Hamas and violence and occupation and all of the drama of contemporary Palestinian-Israeli issues. But this is a very, what are we not seeing when we look at the West Bank in terms of other opportunities like this from your experience?
Well, I think what we're not seeing two things. One is, the fact is, in the last couple of years, we are seeing a growth in the Palestinian economy. Despite all the problems, there is growth going on. And above and beyond that, in the last few months, we have seen a change, and the checkpoints that are around Nablus are slowly starting to open. I'm not saying, you know, that it's totally fine at the moment, but it is improving. So there's an opportunity there. What we also don't see, I think, and we don't realize, is just the power of women. Women are often neglected in all the sort of talk about Palestine and all the talk about diplomacy and how we're going to solve the problem. Women are really key to ensuring not just that there is growth in the economy, but actually that there's hope for the future.
Well, I'm so pleased about the investment you've made and the partnership you've developed with Hani Masri and your work on this front. We are today at the New American Foundation hosting Hanan Ashrawi, in fact, on this. So thank you very much for talking to our viewers. Thank you.
I'm delighted, and thank you for having me.
Thank you.